Hello, this is the Timeless Tarot, and today's reading is going to be a love reading for the sign of Libra. I have laid out a spread and it's looking very exciting. So let's go straight to the bottom of the deck and see what we have got. The Fool, which is great. It's a lovely, fresh, vibrant energy. The Fool is about taking a leap of faith, maybe jumping into something that you're not that familiar with, or taking a chance. And seeing as this is a love reading, taking a chance on love. Oh, it's really good. Yeah, because in this picture here, every fool looks slightly different according to the tarot deck, but this one here is holding a beautiful rose. I think it's a rose. So I think Libra, this is talking about taking a leap of faith to do with love. And actually underneath that we have the Queen of Cups. And she is the queen of love, really. And beneath her we have Temperance, which is an angel. So let's read these three together for the overall energy. I think you're feeling guided to take a chance on a love connection. Now, I was going to say on a new love connection, but I can see that we've got a soulmate card up here, which we haven't quite got to yet. So possibly not a new connection. It could be an existing connection or a connection from the past. We'll have to see about that. But in any case, you're being guided forward into a loving connection. Very drawn to the flower in that one as well. This feels very much like somebody offering romance to somebody else. That's what these two, actually I'll put them that way around. That's what these two cards together look like to me. That there is love is about to blossom is what it feels like. How exciting. Right, at the centre of the reading we have got, and it's your own card, Justice. So this is good. You're in your own energy, or you're feeling like you should be in your own energy. I should say, actually, just point out as well that the Fool is Aries, so this is your opposite energy. So although you're currently in, or trying to be in your best loving energy, which is really where Libra likes to be in the land of love, I have to say, as a rule, you're being sort of guided to take more of a chance perhaps than you would naturally want to do. So you're not quite in your best energy, because what is crossing your best energy is the Three of Wands. Now this is the card of possibilities. This is adventure. This is travel. This is new horizons, new places to live and things like that. But it's all to do with new, fresh, bright. I'm feeling quite excited. This reading has got a real air of excitement about it. The Fool and the Three of Wands are both cards of expansion and taking chances. These are both cards of taking chances. Now, I wonder if perhaps you might be a Libra who's not that comfortable with taking chances. I have a lot of lovely Libras in my life, and they're not brilliant at making up their mind. So I don't think it's that you're afraid of taking chances. I think it just takes you a long time to work out what you're going to do and whether or not you should, could or would be taking a chance. I think this is saying that in order to feel in your best loving energy, which is your natural state, is one of being in partnership, Libra. So for you to be in your natural Libran state of partnership, you're going to have to take some chances. I think so. There's adventure afoot. Ooh, so exciting. I'm so pleased. Right, well, let's delve a bit deeper and see where we get to. On the face of things, it looks like you're in a soul connection. Well, are you? Because I don't feel like you're in partnership. So why do we have the Six of Cups in the crowning position? Because that is the card of soulmates. Maybe it's talking about an old connection, but this is what everybody can see. What's obvious to you and everybody else is that there's a soul connection. I find that a little bit strange, that positioning. Well, with three cards have plopped out here. Four of Pentacles, this is the card of pride. 10 of Pentacles, this is the card of absolutely getting everything that you want for the rest of your life. King of Rods, this is an action king. So it's a little bit similar. So if you've been in a connection with somebody that felt like a soulmate, this is saying to me, swallow your pride, take action, and the soulmate connection could turn into something really rather beautiful and long-lasting. That is interesting, isn't it? You are now at a position to develop a soul connection that you already have with someone. How fascinating. Yeah. Don't let your pride get in the way. Time to take action here. The Four of Wands, it is the minor arcana of pride. It is also clinging on to things that no longer suit you or serve you anymore. So leave behind things from the past and take adventure. Right, well actually, so I could read this another way. Maybe you need to leave old connections in the past. Perhaps any previous connections that felt like soul connections should be left in the past now. Perhaps, because maybe what it's saying is that is not serving you anymore, the previous connections. And in order to get to the happy ever after, you need to become a person of action. Maybe. So it's either one or the other. You've either got a strong soul connection that you can work in such a way as to bring it about into everything you've ever wanted, or you need to leave a strong soul connection behind in order to get to the happy ever after you've always wanted. You're going to have to take this whichever way it resonates with you so far. That might alter as we go along. What's underpinning the situation, or is what is not clear? We have the Three of Pentacles. This is building for a better future and a change, an improvement. We have the Four of Swords, which is the card of recovering from heartbreak. So this is great news. And we have the Star. I think perhaps you have been, well, I mean, let's face it, we've all been heartbroken in the past at some point or another. But I think perhaps in the past you have had some sort of heartbreak that you have found difficult to move on from, potentially. But you've been trying to build your life up. And it looks to me like the period of recovery that you have been in is now ending. It's coming to an end. Because what you've got coming in is your wishes coming true. So if you were wishing to recover from a past love situation, you either have or you nearly have already healed from that, I think, because this card here is building a better future, building a future with everything that you want. Now, you've already got the happy ever after card in the upright position, and now we have wishes coming true in the hidden position. So it's possible that maybe you're not aware that of the fact that you have healed and you're ready to move on to getting everything you want. That's a possibility. I don't think you know you've healed. You have. There has been a period of healing going on that you may or may not be aware of, but you're ready for wishes to start coming true is what it looks like to me. And this is because whilst you've been healing, you've been able to start building yourself back up or building the future that you want is what it feels like. Great. Well, this is wishes coming true. This is the Star. You can't get a better card than this apart from the Sun. So everything that you want is going to come good for you. I was going to say in the end, and I decided not to because it doesn't feel like in the end. It's going to be coming good for you. So this card here, which is in the crowning position, this is material wealth, stability, family, home, property. So you can have all of that because your wishes are actually going to come true, and it's to do with something that you have been building by yourself whilst you've been in a period of recovery. Yeah, which is brilliant, because actually it might have felt to you like you've been spending a lot of time on your own. I don't know that you've been aware that you've been recovering whilst you've been doing this, but you have been. It's because Libra likes to be in partnership more than any other sign, that when you come out of partnership in any sort of breakup, it has the potential to leave quite a big hole in your life. And I think that, you know, much as you really want to find somebody to offer your cup of love to, there is a healing period that has had to be observed first. And I think you've done really well with that. In the past position, we have the Six of Wands. This is the card of winning and victory. So we have the cards of wishes coming true, and we have victory. And unbelievably, in the future, you also have wishes coming true. It seems to me that if you've been in what feels like quite a difficult period of time of healing from heartbreak and or possibly some sort of illness or ill health as well. If you've been in a period of time where it's felt like you haven't known what you should be doing, where you should be going, and you've spent quite a lot of time on your own, you have healed, I think, and you are ready for all the good things that life has to offer. And they are coming your way. I mean, these are such positive cards. You've literally got everything coming your way. I think the fact that the Six of Wands is in the past position and the Nine of Cups is in the future position with the Justice in between, to me, this all feels quite now. This doesn't feel long ago and this doesn't feel far in the future. This feels like now. And I'm just going to go back to the centre here. So you have victory, justice, and wishes coming true. Now, all of that is going to happen for you now that you are able to embody this adventurous spirit that is just coming about on you. I think you're just suddenly starting to feel like you've got some more excitement to come in your life. And I believe that is what you've got in store. So these two cards feel both like they're in the present rather than in the past and in the future. Victory is yours. Wishes are coming true. Let's take a clarifier for the Six of Rods in the past position and a clarifier for the Nine of Cups in the future position. Yep, it's time for a change, a big change. I think this is a change of heart is what it feels like. You're having a change of heart. Maybe you've changed your, I'm not quite sure. Change of heart. It's like you're having a rethink, or it's like recalibrating. Yeah, oh wow, yeah, it is. Look at that. Two of Cups, that is the card of partnership. You're having a change of heart to do with partnership. So you're either going to be doing it differently or you're going to be looking at partnership a different way round, I think. It's very exciting. Death is an inevitable change. And I think why we've got death here is because you've gone through a period of healing. Because you've gone through a period of healing, things are now changing. You now know how to be in partnership better, I think. Why have I said that? How to be in partnership better? Or is that how to be in a better partnership? Maybe your partnerships in the past were not good, but they are going to be in the future. I'm so pleased. Something shifted. So yeah, the victory in the past, I think that's to do with taking the focus off of past relationships and onto yourself, and that has brought about a big change. It's putting you back into your better Libran energy, and in the future your wishes are coming true and you are coming into partnership. Wow, that's so exciting, so encouraging. In the personal position, yeah, well, we've got the card of confusion and options here. I'm not surprised to find that, to be honest, because, and you know, you're not going to find it easy to make decisions. Maybe that's the thing you're having a change of heart over. Ooh, messages. Right, well, this to me feels a bit like dating. You could have options in a personal way. You might have a lot of messages toing and froing from a variety of different people. That's what that feels like. I think actually if you're not dating, it mightn't be a bad idea to start. Messages coming in and going out. So these are Cupid's arrows. In order to find the right partnership for you, you're going to have to invest a bit of time in testing out various people, I suppose, various partnerships with communication, but the communication is free-flowing. So it's good news. In the home position, we have a love letter or an apology. Wow, somebody wants to write you a love letter, or maybe you need to apologise to somebody. Somebody needs to apologise to you. In the home position. The home position, we have an apology and an ending. It could be that you're moving home, because we've got this card of possibilities here. Could be that you're moving home. Something's changed at home. I think you're ready. Actually, I think you're ready for a change at home is what it feels like. Well, so this is not having what you wanted, but there's an end to that. And a love letter or an apology. I wonder if what it's actually saying is That the feeling like there was no one available for you and had sort of left you floundering, like you didn't know how to be. Yeah, I think this feeling of not being in partnership left you not knowing how to be anywhere quite the way you wanted. But that is ending. So there's an end to this level of confusion about your home environment. Yeah, I wonder. I think perhaps the living situation was not ideal at home. And I think that is changing. And I think that because that's changing, it might allow love to come in. I think so, because that is the Page of Cups after all. And so I think you've wanted to have love at home, and I don't think you've got it. You haven't had it because of the situation at home, I think. Whether that's because you're not living in the right environment or not living with the right people, or maybe even as far as not living with the right person, perhaps. That is changing. In the hopes and fears position, I think you are worried that you're never going to come into partnership again. Well, that's an invalid worry, because in the Five of Cups, 3 cups have been kicked over. But the 2 cups are still standing. It's just that you don't see it. And you have got the two of Cups in the future position. So this feeling of worry about never being in partnership is not really valid, I don't think. Let's see. Let's take... Oh, wow. Yeah. Let's not think like that. Let's think more positively and think, let's bring some new love in. So if you're fearing never coming into partnership, you're hoping for a brand new love. And I can guarantee that you're going to find it, because you have the card of partnership in the future. Wonderful. I just knew this was going to be a really positive reading for you, Libra. I am so pleased. The outcome, we have the Page of Rods. This is good news. We also have the 6 of Pentacles, and this is reciprocal energy. So if there is somebody you've had your eye on, maybe you hear from them or you bump into them and you set up some sort of communication, that feeling is going to be reciprocated. So that you're both going to feel it. This to me feels like you're going to be coming into a partnership where you equally feel as invested as the other person, which is fabulous, and probably all you've ever wanted, I should think, Libra. And to go with that, the Page of Rods and the 6 of Pentacles, wow, 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 we have the Chariot and the Knight of Cups. My goodness, you are ready to offer a cup of love or to receive a cup of love. So you're ready. That's all there is to say it. The Chariot is not actually moving forward. It's ready to go. But the Knight of Cups is very definitely about to make an offer. So if you're a masculine Libra watching this, now is the right time to make your offer. If you are a feminine Libra watching this, expect an offer to come in. I really think you're going to receive an offer from somebody very soon, because things are in motion now. Just feels like it's time. You've got so many positive love cards here. You have the Knight of Cups. Somebody is offering a cup of love. You have the Ace of Cups. This is a brand new love. You have the 2 of Cups. This is a partnership, a true partnership. You have the 6 of Cups. This is the Soulmate card. You have the 10 of Pentacles. This is the happy ever after with everything you've ever wanted. You have the Queen of Cups, which is the most loving energy. You have the 9 of Cups, which is your wishes coming true in love. And you have the Star, which is wishes coming through in a more general way. I think it's time to start believing in yourself, Libra. You've been through a period of recovery where you have been building yourself back up or boosting yourself up. And you're now being guided to take a leap of faith into a more exciting, dynamic future, which is what you deserve. Because I think if you can harness the adventurous spirit that is about you here and now and take yourself out of your comfort zone, maybe travel, maybe change where you live, maybe take a chance, maybe talk to somebody you don't know. Putting yourself out there is going to bring in a new love for you and a true partnership. I should have said at the start of this reading, This is for the next 4 to 6 weeks. So wonderful news for you, Libra. And I really hope you've enjoyed this reading. Please like and subscribe so that I can read your energy more easily, which will help me to do more accurate readings for you and your situation in the future. And if you would like a personal reading, my information is in the description box below. But until the next time, this has been the Timeless Tarot. Goodbye.